All right, what's going on YouTube? This is Tyler, and I wanted to show you a few things that I've gotten from my new RZR. If you look at our previous video, my wife's reaction's pretty good because she didn't know that the GoPro was still filming. And when we jumped over Comp Hill, we landed a little bit short and it tacoed the trailing arm, it broke the shock in half, and some radius rods. So we got all that stuff fixed. We sold that car and upgraded to the new Turbo R. I absolutely love this thing, but what I wanted to show you mainly is because I had some friends and I even myself trying to think about new things that I needed right off the bat. I mean, these vehicles are amazing, but even when you purchase them brand new, you still need to get some accessories that you need for safety, for towing, to help other people, or just to help yourself. And what I got, I put in this table here, but we also put that stuff in a couple cargo storages back here that Pro Armor makes. So inside this TMW sealed rear cage, so it's not an aftermarket cage, but we did get the TMW box. I just think it looks a lot cleaner, seals everything in, and it just looks better. So when you open that up, we have the Pro Armor ice chest. You can fit about 24 cans in there, or little water bottles. And then with the matching bag, these are sized to fit in the back of this trunk. This gets your spare belt, spare parts for changing the belt. And then this area is some storage to put all of the stuff that we have on this table into the back of our RZR. And previously we were the people when our car broke that I didn't have all the right tools. I didn't have anything. I'm not the most handy person when it comes to fixing our car, but now I want to be the guy. I want to have my stuff that in case the car breaks or in case we get a flat tire or pop a bead, I can actually get us going again, or I can help someone else get going again. I see someone on the side that we can help. That's what our goal is. And this stuff is just, in my opinion, stuff that I need to start as we go and as we build the car. I'm going to keep you along, and as we notice stuff that we need, I'm going to show you everything that we do to this car. So starting off with any side-by-side, I think you always need a spare belt. I don't care if you have a Can-Am, a Turbo, or a utility vehicle. They can glaze over, they can snap, and that'll make it a nightmare to get home. This first aid kit came in handy. This is the one that came with the RZR, and our neighbors were with us and their daughter got a bee sting, and it has some sort of ointment in there that can help reduce the sting pain. So we use that. It's got your normal first aid kit stuff, but to complement this first aid kit, we got a trauma kit that has your tourniquets. It has all your stuff for an emergency to hold you over until you can get a hold of someone. That I find a big necessity, because things like that do happen in UTVs, unfortunately. As long as you try to ride smart, you don't have those incidents, but we got a first aid kit for it, or to help someone else. Boxo, that was a pretty amazing company. When you look at all the different toolkits they have, this one in specific is the Boxo UTV toolkit. So it's got everything you need for the little nuts and bolts, or to just change a belt. One thing that did happen to us before is that we got a flat tire, so I went with the Rhino USA kit. A lot of this stuff you can just get on Amazon. So this one has got tire plugs, it's got valves, extra valve stems, all the stuff that you would need to sort of repair a quick flat to get you home. And then same thing, we always need stuff to complement this stuff. You're gonna need some air if you got a flat tire. This is pretty awesome. So a buddy of ours had this on his car, and I got this off Amazon. It's a little air compressor to get you some more air in the tire. You can basically set it to the PSI that you want, and that's gonna fill your tire up. Another one of Rhino. We got a lot of Rhino stuff here. This is just all off Amazon, just a tire gauge. This one was pretty cool, the Rhino USA. It's a multi-purpose tool, and it's a shovel, it's a pickaxe, it's a few different things inside of here. My daughter actually uses it just to play for fun. But say your car was to get, you know, high-sided, or you're in a position where you need to dig out, that's a pretty cool tool that you can utilize in many different ways. Then kind of going on, we have a new thing that I didn't know about until I broke my car, the Bubba rope. If you have not seen this Bubba rope, check out some videos online. What really made me a fan of it is one of our buddies, he has a 2-seater Pro R, and when I broke down, I was sitting there waiting, and we were at Comp Hill, just the little road that goes across. Well, there's a guy stuck in a Ram 1500, and I was like, there's no way you're gonna pull this thing out with your Pro R 2-seater. Like, this thing will damage your car. He hooked that thing up and ripped it out so hard, but it didn't even look like he felt the thing. So whatever technology they've gotten that, they've got the slack and everything figured out to help you easily pull someone out. But we still had some extra ropes. So this is from our old car. This was the speed strap. Still a good thing to have on the car, just extra. So we pulled it out of the old car just to, you know, if you need to winch up to someone else or tie up somehow. And then jumper cables. I don't really recommend the jumper cables. I would rather go with something small. They make stuff that looks like this that you can recharge, and they just have like a little jumper box. That would make it a lot easier, just in case someone has like a dead battery from listening to their stereo too long or things like that. But I really feel like this is a great start to when you're a new UTV purchaser. You get, you know, everything in the car you need to go, but there's little things that do break, and there's little things you can come across. And I feel that that was the bare minimum that we needed to get on the trails. So one other thought I had was to get a jack on the car, and I put this Pro Eagle jack on here. I used a Assault UTV fire extinguisher mount, changed the hose clamps out to fit the tire jack. It does rattle a little bit, but it's a smaller fit that I liked to kind of put on the car, because they have a lot of other jacks, but they're really big and they pull off of basically the side of this car. And if you haven't lifted one of these before, this thing goes about a mile high. So I wanted a smaller jack that I could just put right underneath the arm here, try and get up just enough to change the tire. That's really what the jack I got is for, is just the bare minimum to change the tire. I'm not looking to, you know, do anything else with it. And I wanted to mount it on the side of the car so that it's a little bit better looking, not in my way. It's one of the bulkier items we carry. And we did also purchase another Assault fire extinguisher. I highly recommend to keep one of those on your car, because surprisingly enough, a lot of these things do have small little fires, or you could help someone else with it as well. But that was just some of the first few things that I think were kind of a necessity when purchasing our car. You'll see does have upgraded wheels and tires on it. That unfortunately came because of a flat tire, and I didn't want to buy a new stock tire because I already planned on changing these tires out. So we went with changing these out to Method race wheels on 35s. That we went with the Toyo Open Countries, their UTV tire. But I just wanted to show you a few of these things. Some of my favorite things though definitely is this rear trunk lid. It looks so sleek, and it just keeps everything that we're talking about contained in there. And you can find all their stuff at tmw.com. You can ask them to powder coat it different colors like I did. I asked them to powder coat it ghost gray. And that's just some of the safety features and things that I think really, as a new UTV owner, you might want to think about having on there. I mean, there's probably a lot of things that I've missed and I don't know, so help me, let me know. What do you think? Put in the comments below, what do you think that I should add to this as we build this car? We're going into summer, so I don't really plan on riding it much, but I'm gonna keep you, updated on everything on the process as we go. I wanna show you a lot of stuff because I didn't find a ton of stuff on YouTube about the Turbo R versus the Pro R. Most people are doing the things for the Pro R, so there's very few videos on the Turbo R. But it was a little bit more cost efficient for us, and we could build this how we want and be in a little bit better of a budget. So let me know what you guys think below. I want to do a lot more videos on this thing. Let me know what you want to see. Let me know what I'm missing, and we'll start adding some stuff to the car. Thank you guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll definitely bring you some more stuff on the Turbo R.